Hey guys, happy October. Let's pull some cards. Okay, so I just want to start off a little disclaimer. This is just for fun. If it's not your thing, if you're uncomfortable with it, I understand. You can just click away and do something else, watch another video. But I really like to pull cards. This is an oracle deck. It's similar to tarot, but it's like not as thorough, and which sounds like a bad thing, but sometimes it's nice to just like pull one for the day and see what the cards have to say for you, what message you can receive, just as a bit of encouragement or just whatever. It doesn't have to be serious. They're just cards. It's just for fun, and you know, you never know, it could be helpful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a card from my deck. This is a mermaid deck that I actually got for Christmas from my best friend Tina, so shout out to Tina, thank you. You're a great friend, especially because you knew exactly what to get me. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is gonna pull a card for each astrology sign. So whichever astrology sign you are, the card that I'm picking for your sign is the card that's meant for you for today. So whatever day that you happen to be watching this card is for you. And before we get started, if you don't want to watch through every single card, I will leave a timestamp down below where you can just skip to your star sign if you don't want to watch the whole thing. I get it. That's cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but enjoy. So let's start with Aquarius, which is January 20th through February 18th. We're going to pull a card for Aquarius. I'm just going to pick from the middle of the deck this. Ooh, receptivity. So this is a card that really wants you to remember to be open to receiving. So right now you might be blocking yourself from either receiving love or compassion or kindness. Could be something financial or a new opportunity, but there might be a shield that you're putting up. And so if you just remember that you deserve all of the good things in your life, you really, really, truly do. And so just be open to that. You know, even just speak it out into the world saying, I'm open to receiving all the great things in my life. Bam, there you go. So that's your card for today. Be open to receiving and be aware of the things that are coming, all the good things that are coming into your life. Next we have Pisces, which is me, February 19th through March 20th. Let's see, what card is going to be for Pisces? This is the card for Pisces. Ooh, what's that one? Time and Tide. So what this card is telling us is that we really need to remember to take the time and be mindful just in our everyday activities, whether it's, you know, making a cup of tea or some coffee, just in that moment be mindful and take that time to be filled with gratitude. Like, I'm thankful that I'm, you know, making this cup of coffee, that I have the time and the resources to make this cup of coffee. And remind yourself that, like, okay, whatever this activity it is, that these are the emotions that I'm feeling, and I'm grateful for that. Even if it's a stressful moment, just taking that time out to be like, okay, I'm feeling stressed right now. Let's take a few deep breaths. Let's be mindful. It can just help ease any tension or whatever that's going on short term usually. So this is just a good reminder card for us to take time, stop, breathe, be mindful. Little things might pop up today that will give us good practice for being mindful. So that's it for Pisces. So next up is Aries, which is March 21st and April 19th. Aries, what card are we picking for Aries? For Aries, we're gonna do this card, the Present. This is also another mindfulness card that's reminding you to stay present. Stop focusing so much on the past. Stop focusing so much on the future of what's gonna come, what could happen. You know, try not to worry so much about like what your next big step is or your next little step. You know, just focus in on right now, in the moment. and carry that with you throughout the day, and try to focus your attention on whatever it is that's right in front of you, and let go of the past and let go of the future, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and you don't want to waste your time right now worrying about it, because you never know what's going to happen. So remember to stay present and stay mindful and let go of the past and stop worrying about the future and just stay focused right now. Alright, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Oh, this card just jumped out. It is the Unseen. That card looks a little spooky, but don't be alarmed. So this is definitely like considered a warning card. Not that anything like major is gonna happen, but it's just reminding you to follow your intuition. Like, don't be too trusting right now in today. Remember, this is just for today. Don't be too trusting. Stick to your intuition. Really listen to it. Listen to your gut. If something seems up with someone or something, go with your instinct, because your intuition isn't going to guide you wrong. If you're making a big decision, then, you know, definitely look at it from all possible angles. You just want to have as much information as you can before you make a decision. So don't be afraid of this card. Don't ever put, you know, fear energy into anything that you're doing, but just follow your gut. Trust your intuition, because you have the power to know what it is that you need to do, and this card is empowering you to trust that. Alright, Gemini. Gemini is May 21st and to June 20th. So let's see what we have for the Geminis watching. Alright, Geminis, this is for you. Just gonna... This card. Ooh, honor the masculine. So this card, if you're a man, usually what this card is telling you is that, like, look back to when you were a kid, before you were told to be who you are. You know, like when you were just simply yourself and you were allowed to be this emotional, silly kid, you know, before that was taken from you as a child because of this society that we have that's so focused on masculinity. Like the harsh roughness, like the fake masculinity. It's just a reminder to be true to yourself and remember that it's okay to be emotional and to, you know, find a good balance in yourself. You don't always have to be this big, strong man. It's okay to go back to being that kid and those feelings that you had as a child before the world got to you, basically. So just take some time for yourself and to remember that, you know, who you are is strong, but there's also a lot of strength with, you know, those emotions, those feelings, and being in tune with them. Now, if you're a woman or someone of a different gender as well, we don't have to be so binary here. It's a card that's asking you to remember the balance, again, like between the masculine and the feminine. So for me, I tend to lean more towards femininity. I feel most comfortable there, to the point where then I like shut down any masculine energy that comes my way. So this card is just a reminder for people to remember that there's a good balance between both extremes and everything in between. Next we have Cancer, which is June 21st through July 22nd. Alright, Cancer, today your card is this card. So this card is basically about receiving messages. What that means is, like, just be on the lookout for little messages throughout the day, whether it be something that has symbolism for you personally. Some people take when they find like a coin on the ground, they take that as like a message from their spirit guides or their past loved ones or from their higher self, that like they're loved, they're being seen. It's just like a token that you can see out in the real world that like brings meaning to you personally. And it can be different. It doesn't have to be coins. That's just one example. Some people see certain types of birds or like a hummingbird. It's just fun, and it's really positive way to like bring in some magic into your life. Just be aware of what's around you, to be looking out And know that if you have seen something lately, like that's validation for you, that like that's a message for you that you've already connected with, and that's really awesome. That's like a cool thing to experience. So for you Cancers out there, just be on the lookout, just be open to it, and you might be surprised to what messages you receive for those, you know, little things that you see around you in the real world, which is really kind of cool. Leos, you're next, July 23rd through August 22nd. So let's see what card comes up for the Leos. This is your card for the day. Ooh, you got visions. Okay, Leos, so with this, don't be surprised if you start having, you know, really vivid dreams, or maybe you had some dreams last night. If you did have a dream last night, I would say write it down. You never know, like later in a couple weeks, you might look back at it and realize that some of the things that you saw in your dream had some meaning to you later on, or messages for you later on, which are always, you know, pretty cool. Dreams are always important, I think, in just the way that your brain helps, you know, situate things and understand different things, which is cool. But Leos, I just encourage you to pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your thoughts, because and anything that you might see, like, you know, in your brain in a split second, sometimes we'll get just an image of something, and just pay attention to those. Be aware of yourself, be aware of your thoughts, keep your thoughts positive, but don't be afraid. Like, if you have negative thoughts, it's okay, just don't dwell on them, you know, try and find the positive. That's always important. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, Virgo, you're next, August 23rd through September 22nd. Ooh, the magic of the, I can't read backwards. When I'm doing this, it shows up backwards for me. The magic of the Gohelen Druith. So this card is really exciting. It's one of my favorite cards, I think, but it's just reminding you to be who you are. Stop hiding who you are. Don't be afraid to dress the way you want, look the way you want, speak the way you want, act the way you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, there's nothing wrong with the way that you are. So if you want to cut your hair, you want to dye your hair, you want to do whatever, just, it's really encouraging you to just be true to who you are. And if someone doesn't like it, then they're not meant to be in your life. You know what I mean? This is something that's really hard for people to accept, because we all want to be liked, we want to be accepted, but you're gonna be liked and accepted for the wrong reasons if you're not true to who you are. And so if you're struggling with your identity or with just the way that you look, just remember that it's okay to be who you are. You are so powerful within yourself when you let yourself be who it is that you really want to be. And for a lot of us, that has to do with our outward appearance, because we are bodies, you know, we have bodies. So just be encouraged that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to look the way that you do, and you're beautiful just the way that you are. And, you know, beauty isn't something that we necessarily have to strive for, you know. Beauty is a construct that we've created as humans, and it's not even really something that's important, you know. So just be encouraged to be who you are. So that's for you, Virgos. Alright, Libras, September 23rd through October 22nd. Alright, Libras, so just to be transparent, I did pull the Honor the Masculine card for you. So you guys get 2 cards today. So go back and rewatch what I said for the Honor the Masculine card, because I did pull that for you guys, but I'm going to pull a new one because I want us all to have... Alright, so you guys are apparently supposed to have this card that just jumped out of my pile. It's the Transparency card. Look how pretty. I love purple cards. Okay, so Libras, what this card is asking for you is, what this card is asking of you is to be transparent, to be truthful, to be out in the open with the truth inside you. So if there's something that you've been kind of hiding from someone, now is a really good time to get that out in the open, talk about it, be open about it. And it's better to do that now than to wait until it's either found out by someone else, or just too much time has passed, because if you get it out, it's going to feel so much better once it's out. So if there's something like that going on in your life, then these cards are encouraging you to be transparent with that and to be honest, be genuine, be authentic. Because when we are living our most authentic selves, that's when we feel the best. So that's what this card is encouraging you to do. All right, Scorpios, you're next. October 23rd through November 21st. What card do we have in store for you guys? Let's try this one. Ooh, vulnerability. All right, Scorpios, so this card is asking you to be vulnerable. Obviously, it's the vulnerability card. It says, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. So maybe that you've had your guards up because you've been hurt before, or things haven't worked out, or whatever it may be. So if that's happened, you know, obviously, I'm sorry, it happens to all of us and it sucks. But don't let it close you off forever. You know, now is a great time with the seasons changing to open back up. And it's also just reminding you that, like, you won't always be hurt. Like, that's not what life is about. There are definitely times when we do get hurt, but it's not always like that. So don't let yourself become too hardened that you aren't able to receive what it is that you really deserve. And again, like I said, for one of the other signs, you deserve all good things. You don't deserve any of the bad. So just remember that. Be open to it and be vulnerable. All right, Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. Let's pick a card for you guys. This is for the Sagittarius out there. Ooh, water fight. No, it says water flight. Alright, this is one of my favorite cards because it's basically like a weight off your shoulders. There's going to be a heaviness that is lifted off of you relatively soon. It's like a time of peace. It's like just this feeling of weightlessness and just feeling just light and airy and at peace. It's a very peaceful card. Your burdens are cast away. It's really a very positive card for you. If you've been like holding on to something, now is a great time to remember to release it. Anything that doesn't benefit you anymore, just release it because it's not yours anymore. You don't need to carry it. You can just let it go. But this is a positive card to look forward to. Weightlessness. Burdens cast away. That's awesome. That's a great card. Alright, finally, Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Okay, Capricorns, this is your card for the day. Ooh, dreams. So, just a fun fact, this card, when I pull it, when I'm like pulling cards for myself, is like my own personal card, because I just reflect, my favorite animal, first of all, is jellyfish. The number on the card is 23, which is my birth date, and then these colors together are my favorite colors, like this kind of pink and purple and blue. And then I also have a connection with dreams. So anytime I pull this card, I'm like, oh, that's my card. I'm not a Capricorn, so this isn't about me, it's about you guys, but yeah, fun fact about me. Alright, so anyway, Capricorns, this is for you. It kind of goes with one of the other ones I was talking about your dreams. So pay attention to what you're dreaming. But it also talks about like your future goals, like what you dream about in your life, like what it is that you want to do. So this card is reminding you to don't forget about those dreams. Like, we can get so caught up in our life and so busy just working and taking care of the people around us and taking care of our own selves that we forget that like we have these dreams and these passions, and that it's really okay to follow that, to pursue our passions and what we care about. So just remember to every day take just a minute or two to think about your passion, what it is that you're dreaming about, what you still want to accomplish in life, because you deserve it. You deserve to accomplish what it is that you want to do, what you feel passionate about. And so don't be afraid. Just take that time to really think about it each day, just for like a minute, you know, write a little sticky note, put it on your mirror, and when you see that, be like, yes, this is what I want to do. I might not be doing something right this minute about it, but just keeping it in your mind, in your heart, is really going to help you attract it into your life. So this is exciting. That's great. It's a good advice for everyone, but really for you Capricorns, just keep that in mind as you go about your day. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this in some way. I know it's kind of weird and kind of different, but it's fun. It's encouraging. I like to keep it positive when it comes to this sort of thing, and just fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, did you resonate with the card that I picked for you, or was it totally off the mark? Either way, I think it's cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your star sign is, what you think of astrology. It's just, you know, some people are super into it, and that's great. Some people just like to do it for fun, and that's okay too. And some people are just like, it's all, you know, silliness, which is fine as well. Believe what you want to believe, right? Right? It's cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I just slapped my leg. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 13. Ooh, October 13th. What's that going to be? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, bye guys.